Sports betting brother, hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, I'm a sports betting market analyst with oddsjam.com. We teach you how to bet like a pro. Today's topic is, why is sports betting like day trading? Why is it like options trading? Well, I'm going to get into that and show you why and understand the hows and how you can profit and do very, very well in sports trading, sports betting, versus the stock market. So let's take a look. All right, guys, real quick, get some of the business out of the way. If you like the channel, like the topic, like the betting education that you're going to get here to help increase your ROI, make you a better, use the tools, use the resources. Make sure you sign up and use Boyd20, BOYD20 as you're a new user at OddsJam at any of the packages, 20% off your first 2 months. You got to have the tools. You got to have the tools, and we're going to provide the education. You put them together, you're going to get the profit. So make sure you join the channel and use this information to your advantage going forward. So again, appreciate you stopping by. Let's take care of that first. All right, guys, the reason why I say sports betting is just like options trading. Options trading is of course, when you leverage your position with an investment that you can purchase at the money or the strike price, at the current market value, above or below that. Just like in sports betting, I'm going to show you can have a strike price above or below the mainline market prices. And so you can have different odds, different payouts, different risk factors involved in all those things, just like options trading. The higher the risk, the higher the rewards. And that's kind of where we're at with the sports betting. And then you'll see here in a minute, the alternative or the derivative markets are really a place you can find some good value using the tools of OddsJam. OddsJam helps you identify and say, hey, here's a sports book, here's the bet, here's the ROI, here's the possibilities you can look at over and above just the basic player props and mainline bets that most people just look at. So I really would open this up to take into account and really profit from. It's a great tool. All right, guys, here we go. Kind of taking a look at a TD Ameritrade options trade. You'd have certainly at the money, out of the money, bid price, ask price, just like you would in sports betting, whether you're going with the underdog, the favorite at different prices, different price points, different strike points. Strike points would be the price that you picked it up at, that you acquired at, whether it was 150 here in this scenario, and also the time of expiration. And, that'd be the end of the game, right? So you could also purchase it here at 167. So you're sort of in the money, out of the money, or at the money in some of these options types trades. And of course, these have a short period of time on them, sometimes that same day, sometimes that week, sometimes they're a month. This can depend, just like a game would, whether you're doing a quarterly, a first half, a full game, whatever the case. And so you'll have different options and choices on how you structure these purchases and these investments. And I'll show you how that works also in sports trading. All right, so let's pull up the positive EV page. A positive EV page is where you're going to find a lot of good plays, a lot of good bets to proceed with. It's going to open up here. And when it opens up, you see on the percent edge on the left-hand side here, you can go into one of these wagers. And I'm really just doing this at random, just kind of pulling this up as we go. So it's very impromptu. But you see a team total here. That's the bet on the Charlotte Hornets over 108.5. You get plus 106 odds here. And that's a better price than the Novig odds calculated with a 20% market weight. So you have some information and some data to start with. We're going to open this up and go a little further. All right, and when we open that up and push this a little bit further, you can see a lot of choices here, just like that options trade scenario, where here you can see this is about at the money price, this 107.5. You can see it's very close to par pricing, but you can go a little lower and get a little bit worse odds, worse payout, and you can see the prices here. Here's the OddsJam algo line that will tell you, if it's a good value or not relative to what they're showing. You can scroll over and get a few more pieces of information, a few more sports books, so you can control all this through the settings with the various sports books that you might have. But you can see here, you have a lot of options. You have a lot of choices from, purchasing this at under 108.5, and the various prices here is a good buy at the situation. At that price, and of course a little lower price here if you're doing the over. So you really have a lot of choices, a lot of sports books, a lot of prices, just like an options trade. And of course this holds true in all the markets, in all the different bet types. And so you can go through and identify the various prices using the OddsJam tools to get better odds, better payouts if you feel like you've stumbled onto a wager that's mispriced and you want to take advantage of some of those odds and those payouts based on your assessment. All right, guys, so there you go. That's why options trading and sports betting is all kind of intertwined and very, very similar. And I think most people would much rather enjoy the sports betting piece of this and invest in something they like to watch and they know versus, say, a Delta or a Google stock that really they just can't follow as much as intently. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not. But again, using the tools that OddsJam has is just an absolute must. So again, if you don't have the tools, it's virtually impossible to get all that data, all that information that quickly in real time. So I highly recommend, if you don't have the tools, get the tools, learn how to use the tools, profit. It really makes a lot of sense using the data-driven approach, that top-down approach where you're taking advantage of outlier pricing. When sports books have an opportunity, you're there to take advantage of it. It's just a way easier way to profit consistently over and over again. So hopefully this is very helpful. Again, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any other topics you want me to cover here at Bet School, let me know. Appreciate you joining the channel. Appreciate you giving me a like. And as always, let's go make some mathematical money.